dies, but...
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit because it's kind of boring.
Okay. Tell me where you go.
Yeah. But main thing is just use all your chrono boosts on units. And I get out mostly stalkers, maybe a sentry. Okay, I lied, I went 2 gas. So I can get out sentries. Okay, actually I lied. You want to get out mostly sentries in the beginning, so you can build up more energies for more force fields.
Yeah.
And kind of the crux of this is you have force fields, so he can't repair bunkers.
Right.
And he can't micro at all, and so you can like section off, you know, however much you want to fight. Okay, so I'm gonna stop at. Actually, I'm gonna go back just a second. At 640.
Oh. That was way ahead. Alright, 1 sec. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So, as you can see, my Nexus is like a little bit over halfway done right now. And I'm gonna stop probe production, and as soon as the sentry comes out, actually, but it doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna get all 6 of my gates up right now, and I'm not gonna build anything new until they're up. And if you notice, he went 3 racks with an expansion, so... So yeah, now I've got all 6 of my gates up and my... or at least on the way.
Yeah.
And warp gate is done, so... I guess there might be a timing like right here. If they could hit with a stim timing right here, you'd be in a little bit of trouble, but you could just sack the Nexus and he'd be on 1 base anyway, so you'd be even, so it wouldn't be like... wouldn't be the end of the game.
Yeah.
So from here on out, I want to build some probes at each base, but not many. Like I don't need full saturation on both bases because that's just too much economy for this attack. And I'm gonna get 1 gas at my expansion just so I can have enough gas for a lot of stalkers. And from now on out, you want to try to not supply block yourself and fight. So yeah, there he comes in. Guardian Shield's really important against Terran. And his...
What? Go ahead.
Well, here's his mistake. Is he knew... I've done this build against him before, so he knew that's what I was trying to do. And he overcommitted to kill the sentries because he thought that would be what would stop the build. But he ended up wasting too many units. And by the end of the battle, we have like, you know, somewhat similar unit counts, but I have twice the production of him, so he's just boned.
Yeah.
Once he saw the sentries, what he should have done was just gone back and defended instead of overcommitting to try to take out the sentries. Were you going to say that his attack looked kind of scary or something along that
Yeah,
line?
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna lose right there. Well, I didn't. Well, I knew you weren't going to, but it looked like you were about to.
Yeah, he did. He had more units than me at the beginning, but the force fields, you know, slow down the attack. And I had just gotten my 6 warp gates up, and I just realized that I actually built 7 and didn't turn 1 to a warp gate, which is pretty stupid. But
It's kind of funny, actually.
but it still worked, even though I was late because I had an extra warp gate.
Yeah.
So the force fields slow down the push because I had so many, and then I'm you know, at that time I'm already getting up my gates, so I can reinforce way quicker than he can. So, anyways, main thing is 1 gate expansion, constantly Chrono Boost Gateway, never Chrono Boost Warp Gate Tech. And then get a couple extra probes at each Nexus. Oh wait, after the Nexus is almost complete, power up to 6 gates. Maybe get 2 or 3 extra probes at each Nexus at that point, and then just go kill them pretty much. And if they have bunkers, then force field behind the bunkers so they can't repair.
Right.
And if you have enough force fields, if you actually completely surround a bunker with force fields, there's actually a glitch where once you kill the bunker, all the units die. So keep that in mind, I guess.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like not very many people do, as far as I can tell. But any questions?
No, that was pretty like, direct.
Let me remember, what was game 4? Oh yeah, game 4's a good one too.
Is it? All right. I'm gonna put all this on YouTube or something.
Yeah, so then someone smarter than me can tell me why I'm wrong.
Nah, no one smarter than you would watch it.
Alright, yeah, just tell me when you're ready.
1 sec. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go! And so this one, I just 2-gate robo again, because it's pretty much what I almost always do nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless I have something else planned, like 6 warp gate or whatever.
Seems like the safest build.
I'm thinking about, I want to try some Phoenix openings versus Terran.
Yeah.
I haven't got around to it. Because I've seen it done before, and
It's kind of getting popular.
yeah, it seems to work pretty well, but I don't know, I needed to work on my multitasking.
Yeah.
Did you see the Hongan versus Jinro game?
No, I didn't. When was that?
It was the last match that they both played in the GSL or whatever. Like a week ago or a couple days ago.
No, I haven't seen it. I'll watch it. I need to catch up on my GSL actually.
Well, I won't spoil it, but Hongan went for Phoenixes, and at one point he came in and lifted up a mule, and Jinro repaired the mule while it was in the air getting shot by the Phoenixes, and everyone was like, ah! It was pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and apparently once it's graviton beamed, it doesn't, its timer doesn't keep running, so he, got to keep his mule. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
I'm not really sure if it was worth it because he has to use minerals to repair it, and he lost mining time of like 9 SCVs. But
yeah, that actually you might be right. That's probably not worth it.
But it was cool, anyways.
Yeah, it is cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward again a little bit.
Yeah, you build your robo after the first gate, right?
Yeah.
When do you get your second gas?
When the Cybernetics core is about 75% complete.
Okay.
And I usually boost out, like, in general, I use a couple chrono boosts on Warp Gate, but against Ozymandias, I like to use a couple on my Gateway just because I've played against him a lot, and he likes to do things like 2 Marauder, concussive.
Yeah.
He didn't do it in any of these games, I don't think, but he'll like come to your front with like 2 Marauders, a Marine, and an SCV, and then run a Reaper in your back and shoot your probes. It's annoying. Alright, I'm going to pause at 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
And tell me when you're there.
Okay. I'm there.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so my first observer is in his base, and it's parked over the Tech Lab starport. So at this point, I think he's going Banshees. So I still feel pretty safe to expand, and I just get out an extra observer to stay with my stalkers, and I go for Twilight Council to get Blink, just to deal with them. But if you'll notice right now, it's a Raven instead. So I immediately know he's going to try some sort of, well, I immediately assume he's going to try like a one base PDD push.
Yeah.
So if you've ever seen the Artosis thing.
One base Colossi.
Yeah, cancel the Nexus, go straight for Colossi.
Okay. I've never done that.
Although I actually built a Nexus in my base on accident at first.
A lot of gateways.
Yeah, and I go up to 4 gateways too.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using almost exclusively Zealots because you need all your gas for Colossus.
Right.
So the other thing that I do that I think is most important is I try my best with my other observer to keep checking his unit composition, but not dying to the Raven.
Right.
Because if he's going for a ton of Banshees, then Colossus doesn't work, and you need the Stargate to get Phoenix.
Right.
Because I've sadly lost to Mass Banshee too many times.
Yeah. What do you? Oh, you have a good amount of stalkers.
Yeah, well, I have a bunch out because I thought he was going Banshee at first, and I do know that Banshee's still a possibility, so I want to get a couple out. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of SCVs.
Yeah, so I see him pulling those, and I'm like, ah, dang it, Colossus not out yet. And I have that probe out scouting to see if he comes across the middle. I think I meant to click it on high ground, but I missed. But
yeah. Well, you saw it anyways. You just attacked your probe.
So my Colossus is just now out, but I still have sentries to force field the ramp, so I'm not feeling too scared if he does attack. So he comes and sees I don't have a Nexus and scans, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. The Banshees scare me.
I sent a probe down to the bottom right in case I wanted to expand. I think I built a Nexus, but I never actually mined down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now I caught his Banshees and his Raven retreating with my observer. So I know he's backed off, so I go check to see if he's going to try to expand. And here in a minute, I think I see the command center.
Yeah, well. Uh-oh. Oh.
Maybe I check with my probe. I don't know. Anyways, I knew, regardless of whether he was expanding or not, his army composition is almost completely Marine Marauder. And I'm getting out Colossus. So I'm pretty confident right now. Like, if he would have attacked me, I should have been able to destroy it with my Colossus. So I feel pretty much right now like, well, if I just get out a couple Colossus, I can just go kill him, pretty much, because he doesn't have the right unit comp.
Right.
So I wait for 3, and then I just go kill him. So.
Did you ever get Blink? No.
No, I didn't get it, because I figured out he wasn't going for Cloaked Banshee Harass.
Yeah. The poor Marine.
Yeah. So now you can see just how badly this, his unit composition is compared to mine.
Yeah. What's he doing with his Banshees?
I guess he was targeting the Colossus, and he did take out 1.5, and then Marauders took out the rest, but my unit comp's just too strong.
Yeah.
So this is the first time, actually one of the first times I've gotten Raven all in since the Artosis video. So this is one of my first chances to do it, but
yeah, I've never tried this.
There's just more evidence that it works pretty well.
Yeah. You won all these games, right?
Yeah.
I feel bad for Ozzy.
He after the last one, he GG'd and then got out of the game, and before I could go into our chat and say GG back, he had already quit BattleNet. He was mad.
Wow.
Alright, and game 5's fairly interesting too.